Good morning, everybody. And I'm just going to show you a quick little breakfast. My wife and I choose to eat maybe 4 times out the week. We do cereal. We do, uh, I want to say 95% of the time, we do eggs, bacon, or sausage, homemade that she's made. Um, and then with maybe a bagel, uh, and then a hash brown or something like that. So uh, sit back, enjoy. This will be real quick. I did most of the preparation, but we're going to go from here and kind of just finish up and let you guys get back to your day. Just showing you something quick, healthy, uh, without eating the pastries every day. Okay? Just a second. Okay. Chopping up a tomato. I remember I told you guys about lectins, uh, the seeds inside of the tomato here. I pull all that out, and you may think that that's a lot of the tomatoes uh, gone, but this is the part you really don't want. Okay, what you want to do is kind of de-seed it, so to speak. So I'm going to show you this trick. It ain't a trick; it's just taking it out, and basically, it's the inside of it that carries the seed right here. Okay, all the seeds that's in here, you get rid of that. Let's see. Then you're left with what looks like something like this. It's like a inner shell. We're not done with this yet, so we're going to do both sides of the tomato with this. And I'm going to generally use a half of tomato for breakfast. We don't have to use a whole tomato for the omelet we're going to make. Again, I'm pulling out the inside where the seeds are. Okay, and the seeds are going to be thrown in the trash. Okay, and then you're left with this guy here. Okay, all right. Now this also we're going to peel. We're going to get rid of this. So because the skin of a tomato also carries the lectins and everything in it. So it may look like you're throwing the whole tomato away, but the good news is you're getting rid of the stuff that messes with your digestive system. They're good, but you can, as you can see, this is what you end up with. Okay, so it's just been deseeded. Okay, I'm going to rinse it, put it in a bowl, boil, microwave it for about 2 minutes, and then we're going to peel the skin off. The reason why I wanted to do a quick breakfast because sometimes we all get a little bit busy with the idea. I'm just going to boil this, nothing more than just regular water, nothing special. I'm going to put it on 2 minutes. Uh, I pre-chopped some lettuce, tomatoes. I mean, not lettuce. I'm sorry, mushrooms, green peppers, and spinach. Okay, so this is what we're going to have, and then the tomatoes are going to be chopped up. Okay, and beforehand with the mixture here, these are regular. I don't want to bend it too much. Let's see if I can get it going. This here, you'll see a lot of ingredients in here, and that all. This is just eggs. It's not an egg product. Um, it's an egg substitute basically, and what it is liquid. Okay, so we eat that with we put in a little paprika. Okay, we put in oregano. Okay, we put in parsley. We put in basil, and it should be a pretty good tasting olive and black pepper. And then while it's cooking, okay, we're going to sprinkle a little of this grated Parmesan cheese in here rather than having the shredded cheese. And then we're going to go from there. Freshen up this coffee. If I move it quick, it's because I had this my coffee now, so kind of moving with a purpose, so to speak. So just a second. I have to eat this up too. I'm going to cool them off. Two halves of the tomatoes. Just cover them just enough where they're covered, and then I'm letting them soak for a minute. And then I'm going to peel them, and at the same time, I'm going to put a little butter in here, and then a plant butter. Okay. This is what I use right here, my wife and I. Okay, and then we're going to put some plant butter right here. This here is eggs from plants. Okay, it's liquid, no cholesterol, and this has plant butter. Okay, with olive oil. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is take a spoonful of this plant butter after I rinse this. Make sure you rinse your vegetables. Baking soda. Okay, so I'm going to rinse all of this. I'm going to sprinkle this. I'm going to sprinkle these green peppers and mushrooms in here. Okay. After I rinse this, okay, and pull them out, then I'm going to put the mushrooms and green peppers in here and rinse it with a little baking soda as well. That gets rid of the bacteria that may be left on there still. Okay. And then you can put them on a napkin and let them drain. I let them pretty much drain while I rinse the rest of everything into the water with the baking soda. So then I'm gonna do the mushrooms and just stir it around in there basically. Okay, I'm gonna do this for about a minute. Then I'll do the green peppers the same way, and we'll go from there. Okay. Okay. And as I do that, I'm just going to take them back out and put them on the plate. I try to keep everything in a central location, one plate, so I'm not reaching everywhere. And then what I'm going to do is scrape in the green peppers next. Okay. And actually, you know, it becomes a little bit not as tedious as it looks if you're used to doing this every morning. I know a lot of people don't have time. So if you don't, you got to get up and leave early. Maybe do it at night. Make it the last thing you do. So you get up in the morning, you already got it, throw it in the microwave and heat it up. That's what I used to do when I was working for company that I started at 6 in the morning, so I had to get up at 5. So it was kind of, wasn't gonna happen me eating healthy. I always would just grab something, whatever I could, and I also grabbed a bunch of pounds too. so treat yourself right. You know, you're getting older now. You can't just put anything in your body, okay? But just so you know, don't be afraid to experiment with different ideas, and you'll be amazed there was some of the stuff you can come up with, that isn't the same old. That's what I call it. Okay, so we got the vegetables done. I'm gonna drain this little water here. I'm gonna put this spinach back over here and get this ready for the omelet we're gonna make. I'm gonna get the tomatoes out of the microwave. Oh, I did that. I'm gonna have to peel them. So that's what's next. Okay, that's what we got right here now so far. Next is going to be the tomatoes. Okay, we got the spinach, the onions and green peppers, and mushrooms. Next is going to be the tomatoes that we heated up. Now, as you can see right here, this is the microwaved tomato, and the skin peels right off. And you get rid of the lectin just like that. You're left with the tomato. Okay. So nothing hard about that. You just gotta wanna don't there you go. You're left with a healthy tomato. No seeds on the inside and no lectins messing with your digestive system on the outside. Okay. So I'm gonna do both halves. I'm not gonna use both halves. I'm only gonna use one half of the tomato and use this whenever I do it again. Maybe I might use it on something else later on for dinner. I don't know. My wife might use it, whatever she cooked, but it's already de-seeded, I call it, and then it's it's ready to be digested, free of the lectins, and all you got is the true tomato. Okay, so let me get that out of here. I have to get this off the counter real quick. Okay, now what I'm going to do is chop the tomatoes up. I'm not going to use this whole tomato, like I said. I'm just going to chop them up and put them in the refrigerator with some of the other chopped up, pre-chopped vegetables that we have, so we can go from there. Okay, I'll keep this half here. It's a aroma tomato. Okay, nothing special about it other than it's already chopped. I don't have to worry about it when I go to do it. Add it to something else later on. So I'm going to I'll just put it here for now. And then Now we're ready to do the start with the omelet. Okay. All right, let's go. So we're going to turn the fire on low. I put it on as low as possible. And get this ready. I pre-did. We pre-made. My wife pre-made the sausage, and those are homemade. They're not out of the package or processed. She'd have to tell you what all she used because I don't do that. I will eat a sausage, but it's vegetarian, a sausage out of the package. But she's trying to get away from that and make her own sausage. So we're tweaking it as we go. And so stay tuned to see how that process goes. We're trying to get the right texture and the right flavoring all from one so we can do it. And then we're going to also start. She'll talk to you guys when she's right now. She's studying on something else. She's got a surprise for you with that stuff. But we're going to go ahead and start the egg. Okay. And we're going to do an omelet real quick. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start with a little plant butter. I'm going to spread it around and a little flat little grilling type of skillet here. Put a tablespoon of butter. There's a little olive oil in here already from the sausage that I made, and I kind of condense everything so you don't have a bunch of different plates and everything. So we will go with that. And then I'm going to take the eggs and let's see if you guys can see everything here. Just going to pour the whole thing in here. Spread it around the whole pan. Again, this is liquid, so don't tilt it too much or you're going to end up spilling it into your stove. So you have to be careful. You can scrape off all the excess ingredients into the egg itself. Take a spoon and spread it around evenly. Once you do this, you spread it all around. Shake it a little bit as the heat heats it up. It'll start to get firm. It'll start to get real firm, and just lift it up a little bit. Kind of roll the liquid egg around, this egg substitute. And you'll start seeing it come together as a one big piece. Okay, and then as we're going to add different items on it little by little. Okay. What I'm going to do with this here, with the spinach is while I'm adding stuff, I'm going to put the spinach in there so it'll wilt a little bit in the microwave. And I'm going to turn the fire down, make sure I keep it low. And as you can see, the liquid egg, how it does, okay? I know it doesn't look much to look at right now, but excuse me, that's all those ingredients right there, okay? So, and if you have to, take it off the eye while you let other stuff work. So we're going to heat that up a little bit, get it prepared. As soon as that comes off, we're going to add the spinach first on top of the egg. Then we're going to add the other, you know, ingredients right here: the mushrooms, the tomatoes, the green pepper, and onions. And then we'll go from there. And then we're going to add Parmesan cheese. Okay. So with that, what we had made before, just so you know, this is some of the sauce. One of the sausage my wife made. She made about 30 of them. So we just kind of freeze them and take them out as we need them. We got a slice of vegetarian bacon here. Okay. We got a hash brown, and we have a bagel split in half, buttered and grilled on top of the stove. So we tend to try to eat it maybe 3 to 4 times a week. We don't do no anything but Cheerios, gluten free, to try to maintain the sugar, you know, levels in our body. So that's pretty much all we have here. So, and I think we should be okay with this at this point. And you see the difference now with the spinach; it wilted up for you. Okay, and we're just going to spread this all around the egg. And not much. I didn't do enough, I don't think, in spinach, so I'm going to add a little more. Simple bag of spinach right here. I'm going to pull this a handful out and pull the stems out off of it. Okay. So what I do basically pull the stems off, put the leaves in the bowl. I'm going to rinse them again with baking soda, and then just add them to the. And when you heat this in the microwave, if you heat it too much, it's going to wilt up too much, and it'll get away from you. So uh, maybe 30 seconds might be good for you, or you don't have to do it at all. It's just once you rinse it, you know, you can just lay it on there, and then you'll have a fresh, more moist spinach inside your omelet. I'm not going to microwave this one. I'm going to just make it moist, and then I'm just going to lay it across the top of the egg and go from there. Okay. Okay. That's about a handful right there. I'm going to put a little baking soda on here. I'm going to spin it around in there for a minute. I can see how it's clogged, taking all the residue off of that spinach, and also taking off any excess bacteria, 99% of it, I would say. And then I'm going to maybe heat it up for about 5 seconds. Oh, I mean, maybe 10 seconds. Put this away. I think we get about a month almost worth, maybe 3 weeks out of just doing omelets out of one bag of spinach. And the difference is, I would say 20 seconds. You see the difference? As opposed to making it a minute or 2 minutes. So that also is it's a learning process as you go. It depends on your microwave and everything else, like how you want to do it. I'm going to spread these out over the, and I'll show it to you after I'm done, over the whole skillet, over the whole omelet. So it's evenly got, everybody got some, got enough spinach and everything, okay? And this may seem tedious, but also you're getting exercise while you're doing it because you're standing on your feet. You're moving around, you're bending, stretching for a pot here, reaching for a microwave there, and you're just moving on through the process, and at the same time getting a little exercise in too. Basically, that's what it looks like here, spreading it around. Nothing special. Next, I'm going to take all 3 of these ingredients, like I told you before, the mushroom, the tomato, onion, and green pepper. Spread it all around. And if you, what you're going to do is find that a lot of these steps in all your cooking is going to be repeated. You're going to get used to doing it quicker, faster, and then thereby saving you more time as you go. Next, you're going to get ready to turn the stove back on, and then turn it on low, and then monitor it well so you don't get it burning or anything like that, okay? All right. While it's cooking, I'm going to put some Parmesan cheese, grated. Normally, what we would get this from Whole Foods, and it would be vegan based, okay? But if you don't, and if you don't have any objections to eating a little shredded Parmesan cheese, then go for it. But me personally, something like this will cost you about $7 or $8 vegan inside of Whole Foods, because I'll get the block that's vegan, and me and my wife will just shred it as we go, and it'll last. But it's not $3; it's about twice the cost of what this would. So you can either take care of yourself now and eat, pay the extra $3 for vegan based, gluten free based, or whatever, or you can go ahead and just eat the natural stuff and end up getting giving the money to a doctor. That's it. That's kind of on you. All right, so I'm gonna spread a little more cheese on here. And then I'm gonna end up going with the last part here is scooping it all together, flipping it. I'm gonna pat it down. Got the eye going pretty good. I'm gonna scrape it around. And liquid eggs tend to get solid pretty quick. So keep your fire low so you don't burn it. Okay. It doesn't take a whole lot of heavy heat, but the heat will help you slowly get it to form so that you can make an omelet out of it, fold it over, because you want to be able to fold the omelet, okay? So therefore, you may have to bulk it up a little bit because of the liquid spreading it out so thinly, and as you can see, this is what it looks like before it's going to be folded in half. I kind of lift up under it as it's cooking. Then I'll increase the fire a little bit more so it'll make it solid so I can flip it. Or not flip, but fold. Okay. And then as you turn the heat up, it will puff up, get a little bit puffier and more solid. And then I kind of just with the spatula just stick through it all around so air can get up, the heat can flow through the egg, through the omelet, and then stiffen it up so I can fold it over. And remember, you're keeping your heat very, very moderate. It ain't got to be low, but it ain't got to be full blast either. And I can see it already. The egg is starting to form and get puffy. And that's going to make it easier to fold over while it's cooking. But if it doesn't come out on the perfect fold, nothing to worry about. Now, as you can see, it's a nice little square. I'm going to fold this over. I'm going to turn the fire up a little bit because I want it to get solid now. So I turned it up just a tinge to make it more get solid more quicker. And I can actually see the egg kind of bubbling. So that means that the liquid egg is starting to cook faster and harden. But it's going to stay liquefied as long as the heat is on there. So once it flows through there for about 30 seconds, I'm going to cut the fire back down low. Okay, I cut the fire back down low, and what I'm going to do now is flip it over. You can either do one or two ways. You can tilt it and let it slide and lift and fold, or you can try to do it half and half. And what we do is sometimes we'll cut it in half while it's flat and then make two separate omelets right away. So what I'm going to do is try to do it that way. We'll cut it straight up the middle. And separate. Now I got two omelets. You'll see. Try to show it to you real quick. Two separate omelets are going to be created. And then the reason also is that you can get the spatula on it and flip it over without breaking the other one apart. So if you look at the width of it, the width of the spatula should flip it over where you have a nice, neat omelet. And as you can see, I got 2 omelets right here. I'm going to flip them. I'm going to let them cook for a second, and then I'm going to flip them over and do this side, and then we'll be done. I scrape all the stuff back in it, all the ingredients that we used, because this is going to be, I guess it would be considered a loaded omelet. Okay. And then after I'm done, we'll look at it on the plate, and then we'll go from there. But it's well worth the wait when you eat it, and when it's all said and done, you did a good thing. Okay, for your body. Your body will be happy. And if you're looking at the side of it, it's all in there. What I'm doing is just flipping it right now. Flip one, we'll flip the other one, let it cook for about 1 minute, and turn the fire off and let it finish up on its own without any help from me. You can put so much stuff in here that it's you can see the juices flowing out of it. I flipped it. This is what it looks like now. And I'm going to actually lift it, put it onto my wife's plate. Then I'll let mine cook for another second or two. And we're going to have breakfast while we're watching our morning confessions before we start our day. We are going to make sure that we start correctly with a healthy breakfast. And we don't be stopping at the store getting junk because we didn't eat right in the morning. Okay, that's all she wrote. So you guys know, this is a breakfast. Should hold you till the evening. Okay, I don't subscribe to not doing this every morning. I say do it at night if you have to. It's well worth it. Going through the day, it will hold you through all the nasty foods that we consume that's not healthy for us. You got an omelet with just eggs. It has on the inside onions, green peppers, tomatoes, and mushrooms, and Parmesan cheese. And then you got a sausage my wife made. She has all kinds of ingredients, but it's made from scratch with like sage, paprika, and all. She would have to explain all those ingredients. One day she's going to be on here and tell you guys how she did it. And then you got the hash brown, and then you have the bagel right here, grilled. And then now you're ready for breakfast. And then don't forget about the Applewood vegetarian bacon. Okay, very good. All right, thank you guys, and have a good day. Have a good morning, and thanks for joining our stream today. And please subscribe. Thank you to our channel.